by gone is Eytan Shander. Is he calling from a golf course today? That's the big question.
Actually, no. My tee time was set for 4:40. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late, so I figured this is a nice transition into the tee time in the afternoon. How did I not know about this Vanilla Ice cancellation?
It was breaking news this morning. You got to be on top of it. I scour all the wires. I scour all the celebrity stuff, the TMZs, the varieties, and all the not just the sports wires. I scan it all. I didn't even know he was having a concert. Then I saw he had to be shamed into canceling it in Austin, Texas. Doing he was under pressure, I think, from the population out there.
That's beautiful, by the way.
I got to give credit for that. That's one of our great Twitter followers gave me that one earlier. And
amazing, right there.
Under
what
pressure.
was he pressured into?
To not doing it.
Was it just out of decency to the human race to just stop and then ultimately just stop? Or does he associate with some scandal that I'm not knowing?
I don't know. I got to look it up. I only saw that he was going to have a concert. And then, and one of the most liberal cities in America, Austin, Texas, we got all the spikes going on in coronavirus.
Right.
I'm sure they shamed him into not doing it because it was an indoor event.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Now, I missed. I guess I just assumed that Vanilla Ice said or did something stupid.
No. I don't think so. Let me look it up. Well, we got.
He's got a whole album of saying stupid stuff, right?
Yeah, but we got our archivist here, actually our research man, the great Conlon Farrell, looking up Vanilla Ice. What was the reason for the cancellation, Conlon? I didn't know the numbers were so crazy in Austin, brah. He was like, you know what he was, I guess, when he found out about
he was low-key faded.
He was low-key faded, bro.
I'm low-key faded, bro.
Well, that only means drunk in Ezekiel Elliott's world.
Right.
I don't want to get sued or anything, but, he's the only person I've ever heard low-key faded referred to as drinking alcohol, and it's pretty obvious.
Now, Vanilla Ice this morning reported at 10:35 Pacific time, so that was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30 here. He said that he had booked this a long time ago and was unaware that the cases were spiking in Texas and across the nation. So the best thing to do right now is to cancel it to keep everybody safe. So there's your answer.
I mean, Eytan, what does he do for a concert? Did he just do different versions of Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah, I think his top 3 songs on that album were all rip-offs of other songs. He had that Stop That Train song, which is a total rip-off.
Was it a train wreck, though? That's what I want to know. Stop That Train?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah. He had a song called, I think, Stop That Train. And he had another one which was Play That Funky Music, White Boy, which, of course, is another ripoff.
Yeah,
right?
that's Wild
Cherry from the 70s.
Yeah. He didn't have one original thought on that album.
Well, he had this.
Wait.
Yo, Vanilla, kick it one time, boy.
That's
Very
an actual
true.
track from the record.
Oh, there you go. What about, this Hard to Swallow?
Did you know that he has a song called The Weed Song?
No. How did you not know this, Eytan?
Because I stopped listening after that first Ice Ice Baby.
Wow. I didn't even know he was still singing.
I knew he was rehabbing mansions in Miami with a crew and had his own show on HGTV for a couple of seasons.
Wasn't he renting, beach stuff?
He's really good, but he's handy. He's like me, except I don't put, $7 million marble in my house.
Beach chairs and stuff.
I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
No, I can't believe that this guy, wasn't he on that one show with Ron Jeremy, who I think they're trying to cancel now, too?
Oh, yeah.
Right? He was
Was it like a Celebrity Rehab?
Celebrity Rehab? I don't know.
No, I don't even think it was a rehab. I think it was like some sort of C-list people, kind of like a collective Where Are They Now? And they just put him in a house. And it wasn't even like Big Brother because they couldn't even get people to pay attention to him 24/7. But I just remember there were random, I think Bridget Nielsen was in it.
Yes.
Right, Robin? Right?
Now, AJ in Cincinnati nailed it. The Surreal Life.
That's it.
Yes.
The Surreal Life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the last thing. And then he did some sort of DIY.
Yeah, that was the Vanilla Ice Project.
Which he was actually really good
I
in.
used to watch the Vanilla Ice Project. The guy was good, man. He'd go in and design. But these were all super high-end Miami Beach joints where people had spared no expense for the high-end stuff.
That's not that hard to do, then. If
No,
you have
you
an
got
unlimited
no, but he
budget.
still has to design it, and he did the work. I mean, he was running the front-end loaders, and he was doing all the stuff there.
Now here,
Yeah,
this
but
just to
that's
give you a little taste. This is the Weed song by Ice, Vanilla Ice.
We're sorry to everybody in Austin who will not hear this played
Yeah,
live
we're-
this weekend on the 4th of July.
Well, I'm going to partake as it goes. It's good background music for me.
Here it is. Let's see it.
So far, it sounds like a computer game.
Yeah, seriously.
It's got a long intro. I can never talk this up. Oh, wait a minute. Here it comes.
Now here's a zigzag story while I'm writing this song. Sit back, relax, I'm igniting this bong. Picture this, sandy beaches, dimes wearing thongs. Serving mixed drinks to me all night long.
Yeah.
Well, I know one
That's
thing.
not bad.
Whatever that song is in the background, he stole it.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like that song Abercrombie and Fish.
Yes.
I knew a girl from
Yes.
Remember that was what was the name of the group? And the guy died, didn't he? New Kids
No.
on the Block had a lot of hits. LMFO, LMO,
LFO.
LFO, LFO. I think the lead singer died. Did he not? LFO.
I thought it was.
Right?
Someone in the band did. I don't know.
Yes, it was one. I think the lead singer LFO.
Now, would you allow Vanilla Ice to come into your home, to the great esteemed studio that exists, and do some DIY stuff, or you think you hire a professional?
No, if he's going to bring in like free marble and stuff, he's welcome anytime, man. We could put a pool in my backyard, and of course it'd be one of those little blow-up pools from Walmart, and then we could put some like nice designs around it or something. You know what I mean?
Where does he rank on the all-time DIY hosts? Is
I
he,
gotta
is
give
he
him
a
a-
top three?
Who else is on it?
Well, there's a lot of great people on DIY.
Well, yeah.
But no,
Well,
I mean,
remember that. I'm sorry, Tony.
no, I think he exceeded anything that I would have expected from him.
Me too. On that was his best work by a mile.
I don't know, man. I tell you what, Ice Ice Baby is a classic. It's a
Well,
classic.
You remember him in the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? He stole the show.
Yes, that's right.
Not many people.
Wait a minute. Were you watching that without the help of any kind of artificial?
He was low-key
Were you
faded.
low-key faded while you were watching the Teenage Mutant Ninjas 2? Was it in the original or in the remake?
No, he was in the number 2. I tell you, the first one I was actually young enough where I saw it in the theaters, and I remember liking it because I was a younger kid, so still the time that I grew up with. And then the second one, I remember going back into the theaters and being part of a large group of people who were just throwing crap at the screen.
Now we got a little taste of it now. Do we have it?
Well, he is.
The song is called Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. And then Ninja,
Yeah,
coincidentally,
this is bad.
just got thrown off of, no, he went from Twitch to another site. Here we go.
Go ninja, go, 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 go.
Oh, yeah. I got to get my hair like that. You just need a wig on top, and then you put that line through the side.
What year was this? 1991 was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
91.
2.
Secret of
I'm
the Use.
13 years old at the time, disgusted with myself that I went to the theater and saw this.
Yeah, was it? Were you at the gunnery yet?
No, I was still, but this was before my mom kicked me out.
Okay, because people on our Twitch stream were asking earlier if you ever got blazed out at Gettysburg Park near a Confederate statue.
Oh, that's probably the least of what I've done. I tell you, you haven't really lived unless you've pounded a bunch of mushrooms, little outside, and watch them go down. That's something, man.
You know, I didn't even know you went to Gettysburg.
Yeah, you
I
went
don't
to
mean
Gettysburg.
the field. I mean the war memorial there, the battlefield. You went to
Oh, yeah.
Gettysburg University. Was it a college, though? It was
College,
Gettysburg
college.
State first, wasn't it?
No. It's just Gettysburg
But
College.
it was a Gettysburg State, just
No.
like there was Kutztown
No.
was a state.
This
Are
is
you
not
sure?
in that. It's just Gettysburg College.
Okay.
It's
It
like
was-
Albright College.
Okay.
Dickinson College. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man. That place was something else. 2,300 people that stayed on campus because it was nothing really to do like, outside of like Baltimore, which is about an hour and a half away. So everybody stayed on campus, and it was insanity, man. That place was nuts.
Now, we're getting a lot of people now chiming in. You know, the This Old House guys were good. Bob Vila was good, but he never did any work.
That Mike Holmes
Right.
guy was
Mike
pretty good.
Holmes, he's
Mike
Canadian.
Holmes. Yeah, he's
Holmes
good.
on Holmes. Yeah, Holmes.
Holmes on Holmes is good because you know he kicked somebody's ass if they got in his way of the project, right?
Exactly. No, Mike Holmes is up there, no doubt about
Not
it.
John Holmes.
No, John Holmes is on his own Mount Rushmore. I think he has his own
I don't
wing.
think John Holmes is with us, is he?
No, he's been gone.
He's been gone.
I got
a
to
while.
meet him before he died, though.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I did.
How was he looking?
He was looking pretty ragged.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a battered performer, Harry, at the end.
He was rode hard, put up wet.
No, I think he did that.
Yeah.
He was not the one who. Bob Vila was good.
It can go either way, right?
But, there's so many of them, and there's the main cabin masters. They're good. The main cabin. My favorite guy right now is the guy on Homestead Rescue.
Yes.
That guy is a boss, man.
He's a beast.
That guy is
can do
incredible,
anything.
man. He's out there in 10 below. People do homesteads in the middle of nowhere, and then they go out there and they don't know what to do, and they bring this guy in. He and his son and his daughter go out there and they fix places up, man.
See, Eytan, this
what's
is
a homestead?
A homestead is where you go out and decide to live in the middle of nowhere.
like a ranch kind
Yeah,
of
but
thing,
you don't.
right?
You buy like 180 acres in the middle of Montana somewhere.
But
So
there's
it's like
no.
Henry Winkler.
It's like off the grid living, though. So he goes
Right.
out there with all these people that have these grandiose ideas that they're like, oh, we're going to live off the grid and it's going to be fantastic. And then they're dying and they can't survive. And then it's Marty Rainey and his son and daughter, Misty and Matt. They go out there.
I'm telling you, this
Misty
guy, Mark.
Rainey.
Yeah, Misty Rainey.
No, that's not.
She's
wasn't
at
that.
Club Risque right before they shut down. I thought Misty Rainey.
But they're
Misty Rainey had a
awesome.
nice little run.
Yeah, she did.
Was she in the top 370 though?
She did not make the
Now,
cut.
did you look at that list the other day, Eytan? That somebody rated, supposedly the world's horniest men rated the 370 greatest female porn stars of all time. I couldn't even name 370, let alone make a list.
Yeah.
Well, Harry at least could. If this list did not exist, then Harry could probably get you 400.
No, I don't. I could not get 370. No way.
No way.
No.
I think if we gave you a certain amount, it's not like Jeopardy where you have 30 seconds and there's music playing behind you. If we gave you some time, I think you could come up with at least a top 200. Is that fair?
Do you know who the number one was on the list?
All right. So is this based off of, criteria is everything. As you all know, when we talk about sports, life, politics, whatever, criteria is everything. So is this based off of looks? Is it based off of movies, the amount of movies made? Is it based off of highest grossing? Is there some sort of general criteria that made that list?
No, I didn't see any criteria. It was just this guy's opinion.
Yeah, it was some strapper who could come up with 370 names, put a list out there. But we have breaking news. Speaking of adult entertainment,
yes,
for NBA players who don't have the Rona, don't want to go out and get the Rona, they are now going to be given porn site cams. The site Cams, not Cam Newton.
No.
It's just the Cam site is offering NBA players free access during the Orlando bubble. If you had free access to a bunch of webcams,
not Cam Soda either.
No. Would you partake?
Well, yeah, it's free. I mean, why wouldn't you? And here's what I'm asking. If I'm an MLS player who's already down there in my own bubble that's clearly been punctuated, I'm thinking, where's my free access? If I'm a hockey player or a baseball player, why is this just for the NBA players?
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
Because they're worried that the NBA players have the biggest problem with this.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna leave the bubble to go find it.
They're like,
That's what they think they're gonna do.
We need to give them something to keep them occupied.
Why don't they just bring the Cam chicks to the room?
That's what I'm saying.
You slip them in. You got, LeBron's got his bodies at the door. Hey, I saw her on a Cam show. Get her up here.
The hockey players
do virtual stuff. We don't do virtual here. This is the NBA, baby.
And the poor hockey players are isolated in Edmonton, Alberta.
Exactly right.
Well, you wonder why. You go to a place where it's dark 10 months a year and it's below 20 degrees because nobody's leaving their house no matter who's in town.
Well, here's the even sadder thing is that the NBA players are being given free cam access, and the poor MLS guys are getting these
the box lunches.
They're eating the box lunches, $45 for a lousy sandwich. It looks like it has one slice of meat on it and one slice of cheese.
I know,
and bread.
but the menu of it makes it sound like when you see the menu.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like these are gourmet sandwiches.
Right. Now, and then you look at them.
Omar Gonzalez, one of the players, he actually posted the menu and what was the reality of it. And it is so funny sitting it side by side. So first let me read you what the menu was supposed to be, okay? So the menu, let me pull it up here and make it bigger. So First of all, pricing, very
it's
important.
$65,
So,
I think.
$45 for breakfast options, $65 for any of the lunch options, and $75 for any of the dinner options.
Wow.
He posted a photograph of his lunch, and this is what he had ordered. A house, the bourbon glazed smoked Virginia ham with Alpine Swiss cheese Dijon mustard on a caraway Kaiser roll.
That's $45, right?
And
Yes.
it looks like something you would get like at a box lunch at the NBA All-Star
And
game that they
this
would
is
give
what
to the
it-
media.
To the media, yeah.
It looks like a college dorm meal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a banana and a couple of nasty-looking sandwiches and a little thing with some crappy potatoes and probably mayonnaise that's got all kinds of diseases and bacteria in
Do
it.
they have tuna salad sandwiches,
Let me
Robin?
see. Let me see if they have
No.
it. In this.
People at that fire festival ate better than
That's
this.
what well, that's what they're,
Yeah,
that's what they're
saying.
comparing it to.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're calling it Fire Festival 2.0.
Yes.
That's what
Wow,
they're
no
saying.
wonder
about
why
it.
they're all getting diseases and sick and stuff, man.
Yeah, I'd be going out too, left and right, if that's my option, right?
I'd bring over Ronaldinho and Ronaldo
Right.
and get some all. Everybody takes their shirts off and just gets loose, man.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
And Djokovic. the
Djokovic, who,
tennis
by the
player.
way, now is okay. Did you see
Right.
that story?
He and his wife are okay now.
Yeah,
right?
Novak Djokovic and his wife have tested negative 10 days after they announced they tested positive for playing these non-sanctioned exhibitions over there in Belgrade and other places in Serbia and Croatia.
Well, that's the thing. That's actually a pretty good sign because that's dropping the days in which people needed to be quarantined in order to pass again to get negative tests. So it's all good indication that all these sports are going to keep moving on. 10 days, a lot of people were thinking you test positive in the NBA bubble, you're out 14 days. It may only be about 8 or 9 days by the time we get to that point.
Yeah, hopefully. Now, of course, we're talking to Eytan Shander. You can hear him Monday through Friday on SB Nation Radio from 11 to 1 p. Eastern Time, and at Shander Show on Twitter.
Now, he's got a tea time coming up in a couple of minutes. Now, are you at the golf course? Are you ready?
No. That tea time has actually been, we're out. We're not doing it today.
Oh, you're out.
I misunderstood it. It's a different Thursday.
Well, it's
I thought
good
it was
late
Thursday.
afternoon golf. You'll
Yeah,
be playing.
man.
You'll see the sunset while you're probably walking up the 18th fairway.
My wife's
trying to break
playing right
100. You know what I mean?
Trying to break 100. At this point, I'm lucky to break 110. Man.
Hey, Eytan,
Of course. I'm sorry, Harry.
No, I know that's a tough track. I'm drinking CBD water in your honor here while you're on the air.
Is it having any type of effect on you?
No, absolutely not. But it tastes it has a funny taste. Have you
Yeah,
ever,
it tastes like somebody put out a doobie in there.
Right, it's like Shander's
Well-
bong water.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, shouldn't there be some sort of bodily effect if you're going to suffer through bong water? I mean, at the very least, it should make you fuzzy, right?
I agree. It says it has its perfect pH.
Supposedly,
you can
it's
get...
it hydrates you better, and if you have like any aches and pains, it's supposed to help out with that. Mm-hmm. Somebody gave us a couple bottles, and Tony and I both tried one, and we're like, nah, let's give this to Harry.
Phytocannabinoid rich.
I mean, look, breaking news. I'm a day away from getting my card.
Your card?
My actual card. Yes, my medical marijuana card.
I could have got you one for $100 from Dr. Cush on Venice Beach. He's a friend.
But that's
Well,
not
is that-
valid in Pennsylvania.
Yes, it is. It's a
Right,
prescription.
I needed one. Yes, I needed one valid, correct, in Pennsylvania. So I had to get the note and everything. I had to go through it, teleconference. So I'm about a day away from my card coming.
Now, do you have to now that our health commissioner here in Pennsylvania has decided that you have to wear masks everywhere? Do they make masks where you can put a bong just to fit the bong hole or a doobie hole in there?
That's a fantastic question. I wonder, what about like an old-fashioned gas mask? Like the Laramie Tunsil
Laramie
special?
Tunsil, yeah.
Yes,
Right?
that's great. Laramie Tunsil knowledge right
That would be perfect for you. Actually,
I mean, you've got people marketing. I saw Lombo with a Nike swoosh on his mask. You got people marketing masks left and right. Why not a mask like a Tunsil special where you can not only be safe out in public, but you could also rip a hit out of a bong, a pipe, a vaporizer, anything.
You know what they should do is they should just have the mask that has like a little hole, like a special kind of a gasket that you can just
you're right.
take
A bushing. Now go to Home Depot, get a bunch of those
and then you
rubber
could just
gasket
screw
bushings.
your bong
Yeah.
into it,
Boom.
and boom.
Boom. And
Jurgen's golden right there.
And there's no spittle's going to be able to come out of that tiny hole, but it'll be big enough to put the bong in, the 10 to 17 tentacle bong.
Now that's Rich Lerner's Bong.
Exactly right, yes. Not Hits from the Bong, of course. One of my favorite songs.
Great Cypress Hill song.
Exactly right.
Black Sunday. Beautiful album.
Now, Eytan, I have a question for you. This license that you're getting, is this just to purchase, or are you going to be able to grow your own as well?
Oh, no, I'm just able to purchase, to go to a dispensary. So now, I could go out there, legally buy it and everything, and not be a nervous wreck driving, 25 minutes away to pick stuff up. So this is all legal stuff right here, and basically looking at all the different options. I haven't been into a local dispensary yet. The only dispensary, the legal one I've been to, was out in Oregon. So I haven't been to a legal one here in PA. I don't know what they offer.
You never came out to our house in Venice. There was a dispensary every 15 feet. In fact, there was a luxury men's clothier store right around the corner from our house. Guess what that became? A dispensary.
Wow.
And right across the street, there was there were dispensaries. There were more dispensaries than Starbucks in the Venice area.
Jeez.
It's unbelievable, man.
Well, I remember California before everything, and this is probably like 20 years ago, because I went out and visited an old college buddy of mine, and you basically would go in, they wheel in some doctor who was like a foot away from retiring, and he'd just write script after script after script, like whatever you need. Oh, yeah, medical marijuana, boom, here it is. Okay,
Dr. Cush, I have the picture. We got to post the picture.
All right.
Dr. Cush in Venice Beach. You go in, whatever the symptom is, he'll write $100 cash.
Yep.
You get the dispensary, you get the prescription, and you go to the dispensary.
Now, Eytan,
Dr. Cush, that's somebody's rap name, man. I love that.
Eytan,
I could drop an album, Dr. Cush.
I'm trying to tell these the folks here that you're not allowed to smoke in the house, and you abide by the rule. They don't believe that you do.
Well, here's the thing. I do, and honestly, she doesn't care that I am, so I'm not going to push it. As long as I'm outside the house, she doesn't give a damn. But what's happened now is where we live, we have these windows open because, we're trying to save money, AC running and everything. So the windows are open. And for some reason, over the last week or so, there's this wind that comes in at a certain angle that if I smoke outside, it goes right into the house. So I've kind of had, I've been in trouble a couple of times as a result, unfortunately. But
I swear, I was outside.
No. She'll, are you smoking right out the porch? And I'm like, yeah, why? Like, well, I smelled it. I'm like, really? How could? And then I go inside and I see the smoke, and then I'm like, oh, I've done everything I could, and I'll be outside, and I'm even removed from it. I'm not even right next to the windows. But yes, Harry is correct. I am all outside.
You know what they stole? Do you know where they stole the riff for this song, Hits from the Bong? Don't say, Josie. Let's see if you know. What song did they rip off Cypress Hill?
Son of a Preacher Man.
Yes.
Exactly right. The great Dusty Springfield classic.
Yeah.
Son of a Preacher
Fantastic.
Man. That is great weed and Dusty
It's
Springfield
also
knowledge.
and I think it's in the Pulp Fiction soundtrack too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You're not getting this kind of
Why
knowledge.
else would you bring me on for a ride? We'll do Charlie Daniels and weed knowledge. How about that?
Beautiful, man. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the great Eytan Shander. You can hear him on SB Nation Radio. You can hear him everywhere, man.
At Shander Show on Twitter.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Eytan,
And you guys as well.
have a great weekend, brother.
You too. Great chatting with you all. Thanks again.
There he
Stay
is,
safe.
man.
Talk to you soon.
I'm glad you guys knew that. I didn't think all you guys would know that Son of a
That's a
Preacher